Hello everybody, I'm Hyperion-Blue-GT and welcome to the first ever edition of Halloween Racing Tales on Gran Turismo Sports. So, this will be about a 3-part gameplay to be able to have a Halloween Racing Tales. We'll be able to have a showcase also to begin with, so this will be able to have a showcase with all kinds of good cars with Halloween libraries, so this might be able to begin. So first up is the BMW M6 GT3 Walking Horse Motorsport with a Halloween library from last year, racing at the Nürburgring 24-hour track at night for a custom race. So this will be able to be ready for this year. We'll be able to have very different for a spectacular race to begin. So this will be able to have a daily race. Is going to be at Suzuka Circuit for 4 laps. So hope you guys really enjoying the first part, and I'll see you guys in the next part. We'll also to begin to make the next Racing Tales to get started. Hey, what's going on you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. Happy Halloween on Gran Turismo Sports. So, looks like this is going to get ready to be able to have a Racing Tale moment to be able to get started. So this might be able to race on Suzuka Circuit for 4 laps. So let's go and get ready to use the BMW M6 GT3 Walking Horse 2016 with a Halloween themed library variant from last year. So this is going to go in to take the balance of performance. We'll get started, so let's get ready to be prepared. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race to get started. So now this is going to get ready to go for taking a good special run to be able to get started out for. So hope everybody could probably able to have some good Group 3 race car, could probably able to take it to the track. Might be able to get ready to go. So let this be able to have a good moment to be able to enjoy a single Halloween themed library. We'll also to be able to race on Suzuka Circuit. Might be able to give one spectacular challenge. We'll also to be able to get started. Now, this is going to go and get ready to take the warm-up to get started. So this is going to get everything. We'll start up the engine. Might be able to go on the pit out. Now, this is going to be a very good choice of the Group 3 race car for the BMW M6. Might be able to drive on the track. So this is definitely might be able to take that library. Might be able to race tonight. So even the daytime, this is definitely might be doing perfectly well to see it. It's always just going to be able to have a good race. Also to be able to get started. So right now, this is going to get everything to be able to take the heavy handling. Also to stay on it. So just going to make sure to keep off the throttle. So going to make sure to be able to make it nice and careful. So it will also to be able to prevent the spin out to be able to get avoided. So just going to be able to take a good clean racing skill. Might be able to go in. So otherwise, this will be able to have this library to be able to have a passive effect. Might be able to keep up the clean racing skills. Might be able to go in. So hope this might be able to race on 4 laps every time. So let's go and get ready to race to get started. So we are good to go to be able to take the warm-up. We'll get started. And looks like we got one driver with using the GR Super Racing concept as the Castro Tom's library. So this is definitely might be very good library on second place to see it. So this is definitely might be very good to be able to have a good library dress up to be able to be ready to race on the track. So this might be able to do well colonially, that this is going to get everything might get started for. So hope this is going to be able to have days before Halloween comes. So this is definitely might be able to get ready to race. Here we go. Let's get started. Now, this is going to be able to take a challenge for the BMW M6 Walking Horse GT3. Might be able to have a clean race. Also to have a good chance to be able to catch up, to be able to overtake with some opponents. But it might be able to take plenty much heavy handling. Might be able to go in. So if I could probably able to make it much more handling skills, also to stay on the tarmac. that will be able to take much practice whenever we can. It will also to be able to keep holding it on the throttle to be able to make it well maintained, but it is very tough, so gotta make sure, try not to go over aggressive while on the turns. It's gonna get pretty heavy out there, that Will might be able to get a little bit behind. Now, just gonna make sure to keep up, and then just gonna find a good advantage to be able to find a good position to go in. So inside turns Will might be able to work well, so gonna make sure that inside turns Will might be able to have a quick way to be able to overtake if any drivers could probably be able to try to keep up. So this is definitely might be able to do perfectly well. That Will might be able to stay on track. Will might get there progressively. Will might be able to go there. Now, looks like moving on in onto 8th place, so this is going to get everything Will might be able to get ready. Now, this is going to get everything Will stay strong on the smooth corner, so going to make sure that this is going to be able to keep it well monitored. So yellow flag just called in, so fortunately he just left. Well, he just definitely might be wait to be able to go again some other time, so just gonna make sure to be able to resume the race. Will might be able to get there in no time, so well, it is gonna be able to take that heavy turn for the BMW M6. It is gonna get very challenging ways to go there. Now, this is gonna get everything to be able to see it, so 2 drivers got that penalty, so looks like this is definitely might be able to give a 1 Halloween traditional sign. Is definitely might be able to have the penalty, will might have the effect, so it is definitely like a Halloween curse, of course, so it's always just a racing penalty, so that's how it happens when mistakes also occurs, so we have to be able to be very careful. Just gonna make sure to be able to find a good inside turns. Will might be able to make it nice and easy to be able to go passive, and taking the moderation to be on the aggressive. Will also to stay on track. Will might be able to get there. Gonna make sure to keep up, and then this is gonna be able to stay strong and stay fast. Will also to go in. Now let's just take that turn and then go on the overtake while the driver is getting stuck on the sand trap. Okay, that was so close. Now moving on into 5th place, so this is going to get everything. Will might get closer to reach up onto the top 3 at the finish, so this is going to get everything. Will might get better to be able to drive faster as much as possible. For good thing for having a 1 Halloween themed library is racing on the track, so this is definitely might be the perfect time to be able to have a Halloween moment to be able to enjoy it. Now this is going to get everything. Will might moved in to be able to stay carefully to be able to stabilize for it, so looks like he's going in onto the penalty line to slow down, so this is definitely might be the chance. Trick or overtake. Smell my pace to be in 4th place. Well, it is definitely might be able to give a 1 sign of a trick-or-treat moment to be able to overtake the opponent. This is definitely might be able to go forward. Will might be able to proceed. Now, looks like almost there at the end of the halfway, so this is going to go in onto the 3rd lap. Now, this is definitely might be spectacular. Will might be able to take few speeds. Will might be able to keep up the pace. Will might be able to get there. So this is going to be able to take this part of the segment. Will also to go in on the Racing Halloween Tales. So this is definitely might be able to have a very good for the entertainment to be able to celebrate Halloween. By having a good race, we'll also to be able to enjoy it. So this is definitely might be very good to be able to use this library from last year. So it is definitely much enjoyable racing at the Nürburgring 24-hour layout track at night. It is definitely might be making a made-up storytelling about the haunted BMW M6 for the Halloween themed library. So, well, good thing that the orange stripe is definitely might be pretty good to be able to enjoy it. So, gonna make sure to change up the views, and then gonna make sure to keep focusing on this race because it will might be able to have something giving a special segment will might be able to go in. Now, this is going to go in to be able to take the spoon corner, will might be able to go again. Gonna make sure to do this clean turn before the final lap will go in. So this is gonna get everything by the usual. Will also take that turn. Will might keep it steady. Gonna keep going. So this is gonna get there by only 1 second ahead. This will might be able to push forward. Will might be able to get there. Now that to do it, just gonna keep it well, maintain the pace, so gonna keep it well hold. Okay, that was close. Gonna make sure to keep it well maintained, so don't want to get cursed to be able to have a penalty on it. So let's proceed and make it to the final lap of this race. So this is gonna be it, folks. This will might be able to take one chance to be on third place for a Halloween themed library. So this is gonna get everything. Will might take the struggle. Will might be able to get there. Now it is gonna be able to take one skill moderation turn at the given moment. Will might be able to keep it well maintained on it. So gonna make sure to be able to stay on the third gear as much as possible. Will might be able to take it nice and slow. Could probably able to make it one good moderation effect of the turn after the first turn. Is going to get everything going skillful to be able to stay on track. Alright, that should probably be able to do it. So just going to make sure to be able to keep up with some more speed to be able to get there. Take that hairpin. Gonna take that inside. Is gonna get everything. Will also to stay moderately for it. So gonna make sure to be able to make a good perfect turn. Will also to stay on the good balance on the M6. Is definitely might be able to stay fast. Will might get there. Going to do one more turn on the spoon corner. So just gonna make sure to keep it well handling in to be able to stay on it. So this is going to get everything. Will might be able to take a good balance of racing. Will might be able to make a good, excellent key of a performance. Will might be able to do perfectly well. Now, just going to make sure that going on the out and out turn. So this will might be able to take that chicane. Will go in at the last corner. So this is going to get everything to be quite smoothed up, to be very easy to get. So looks like top three just finally finished in one piece. So looks like I'm taking fourth place at the finish line. Now that was very good, excellent to be able to have a good Group 3 race on the Halloween themed library of the BMW M6. Pretty good to be able to take a good trick or overtake by the pace. Is definitely might be able to climb up onto the top position. So this is definitely might be giving you one spectacular moment to be able to drive fast. Will always to keep it up. So looks like this is definitely might be a very good race to be able to have a fourth place. As definitely might be doing good well to be able to have a good clean race. So 1 star on the clean race is definitely might be well received for a Halloween themed library. So that was a very good race to be able to enjoy it. So looks like this is definitely might be pretty good to have a daily workout complete. So that was a very good race out there, folks. We did the best we did pretty well. It is very excellent that we are doing the perfect race. We will always to keep up with a sportsmanship rating. We'll give it in for. So kind of say that this is definitely the best Group 3 race ever to be able to have a Halloween themed library to be on the track for a daily race. So this is definitely might be very good to be able to enjoy for the moment until this is going to get everything to be ready for the next race. Will might be able to do differently well to enjoy it. Well folks, glad that you really enjoyed the first part of the Halloween racing tales for the BMW M6 GT3 Halloween library racing on Suzuka circuit. So it was pretty challenging to be able to keep going faster. Will might be on the top position. So good thing finally reached in fourth place by having a good clean race. So it is a pretty good excellent to be able to have the perfect moment for a Halloween library on a Group 3 race car. So it was definitely might be pretty good to be able to make a one impressive clean turn on every lap. Will might be able to keep on racing, will be able to do the best. So for the next Halloween Racing Tales, this will be able to have a Group 4 category to be able to race on Autodromo de Interlagos. So this is going to be able to have the Dodge Viper Group 4 for the showcase, so this is going to be able to begin with to be able to get started. But it is pretty cool, but it also has bats all around the Dodge Viper. Is definitely might be able to have a different color with a Halloween library on it, so this is definitely might be pretty cool to be able to drive faster it gets. So this will be able to have the next part will be able to take the challenge on Interlagos. So it is pretty faster it gets, but it will always to do the best to be able to take some more practice to be able to begin. So here comes the second part, so hope you guys really gonna enjoy it. This is gonna get everything to be able to go for another round to be able to have a one good Halloween Racing Tales. Will also to start in on the second part. So good thing that this is gonna get everything. Will also to do some good regular race. Will might be able to have a good moment to be able to enjoy it. So this is definitely might be able to get ready for the Dodge Viper Group 4. Will might be able to have some good bad decals on it. So this is going to get everything Will might be able to race on to get started out for. Now, let's just going to go and wait until taking the pit out. We'll go in by the warm-up to begin. So good thing that bringing the Dodge Viper Group 4 to probably be able to have a good Halloween themed library. So this is definitely might be able to enjoy the moment to be able to drive faster it gets to do it. So it is definitely drive fast like a bat. It is definitely might be good to be able to see on the hood. Now let's just gonna go in, and then this is gonna get everything Will drive faster Will might get. Just gonna get everything to be swooped up. Will might take that turn. Will go in. Just gonna let him go past, and then this is gonna be able to take the practice. Will go in. So same thing as before to be able to take 11 laps around in Interlagos. This is gonna get everything to be pretty excited that this is gonna get everything will be challenging. Will be able to get. So hope this is definitely might be able to see for only few shades for it. So well, if only the bats could probably able to fly around for it, but it's only for the daytime. But only in the nighttime could be able to fly around when they're in nighttime for it. So just gonna make sure that this is a very good library that I just made for myself. So this is gonna get everything to be ready. So here we go. Time to get ready to take 11 laps around the track to be ready to go. Hope this is definitely might be doing good for the Dodge Viper. Will might be able to drive fast around for one good gray black color for it. So this is definitely might be very good to be able to have a Halloween title on it. So this is definitely might be a very spectacular library. Is going to get everything to be able to race on any track, including nighttime as well. So this is going to get everything will be ready to go. So here we go. Going on the green light for the start. So let's go for it to be able to drive fast to keep going. Will also to be on the top position as possible. Now it is definitely might be going moderate to take a good turn. Will might be able to start out for. So gonna make sure to drive fast and keep it going. So this is gonna get everything. Will take the inside turns. Will also to be able to drive fast. Will might take the draft. Will go in for this one. Now looks like this is gonna be the only hard turn that this is gonna be able to brace for it. So gonna make sure to pull the brakes and then make the inside turn. Has to go safely. Will has to be able to avoid the second turn. Is gonna be a hard risk to be able to get in there. Now this is gonna get everything. Will be able to take inside turns as much as possible. So this is definitely might be doing good to be able to keep much enjoyable. Will also to be able to take the faster limit. Will also to go in. just gonna be able to take some few turns, has to be able to deal with it because gonna make sure to be able to keep it well maintained, has to do it. Now, looks like this is gonna get everything. We'll be seeing the usual ways to be able to get there, so hope everybody can probably able to take some good inside turns. Will might find a good grouping in for this one then. Oh man. Looks like someone hit me at the start, so that might cause a decrease. SR will might be able to give a little bit of effect on it, so gonna make sure to be very careful out there. Don't want to get everything to be able to have that penalty will might be able to have for it, so that will might cause it a decreased sportsmanship rating has definitely might come to effect. Well, that was definitely might be pretty difficult to get, so gonna make sure to be very careful, try not to get over loosened up on the effects of the turn. So hope this is definitely might be able to have the same thing like the last time, just find a good rhythm out there, so it will always do perfectly they need to get. So just trying to be able to help out. Will might be able to give a good clean racing technique. Will also to stay on track. Will might keep it in to maintain on this one. Now, looks like going in onto the second lap, but it will might be able to have for one good segment, will also to be able to have a Halloween themed livery for the race. So hope this is definitely might be pretty much enjoyable, just like racing the BMW M6, racing on in Suzuka circuit. Good thing I also really enjoyed it because it is quite going faster. Will also to be able to have a trick or overtake moment to be able to do a lot of good clean race. So this is definitely might be able to go for a catching up position, will also to go on the racing strategy. So this is going to be good to be able to have a trick or overtake. Is going to get everything. Will might be on the way to be able to climb up on it. Same thing like trick or treat, of course. So this is going to get everything. Will might be able to go faster to be able to stay on track. So this is going to be able to catch up by the gap distance. Will might be able to get in there. Just going to make sure to be able to take for only a few more laps to go. So this is going to get everything well skillful to be able to take that turn. Will also to keep going in. Will take the struggle. Will might get there. Now, looks like this is going to get everything. Will might be able to do precisely. Will go in on a faster throttle. Will have to be able to take the good limit. Will also to get there. Gonna make sure that this is gonna get everything. Has to find a good clean racing moment. So had the moment to be able to take a little bit time to spare. So gonna make sure that this is gonna be able to take the gap distance. We might be able to go on the higher limit. We might be able to get there. Now looks like four of them are definitely might be doing okay. So this is gonna be able to take some plenty of oversteer turns. We might be able to go right in. Now, this is definitely might be quite getting good to see this race. Will might be able to keep it going. Will also to be able to have a good Halloween livery. Could probably able to take the good clean turns around each lap. Will might be able to do excellent. Will might be able to have the moment to be able to enjoy it for. So it is definitely might be pretty good livery design I just made. So it will might be able to be set and scheduled, but it's already did because this is definitely might be pretty good to be well chosen for the Dodge Viper Group 4. Could probably able to have itself a nice Halloween livery. So good thing it also might be able to give a good title on the rear. So that will might be able to celebrate the night to be able to enjoy it. Now looks like the fourth lap is definitely might be able to come right in and in. Just gonna have to take that turn. Will go in nice and smooth, and then this is gonna get everything pretty well excellent to be able to drive faster. It gets to be able to keep it going. Only gonna be able to keep a good gap distance check that this is gonna get everything a little bit further behind. Gonna make sure that this is gonna get everything to be well careful on that blind corner turn. Is gonna get everything going on the hard left. Now, hope they did pretty well. So gonna make sure to keep trying to be able to drive fast on the Brazilian racetrack. So this is gonna get everything. We'll also do some more skill practice for it. Gonna keep going, and then gonna make one good turn so that this is gonna get everything well properly for it. So it might be able to do one way for another to be able to go right in. Gonna have that turn. So I hope that this is gonna be able to have a good moment to be able to have a good daily race, to be able to have a Halloween Tales for it. So can I say that this is going to be able to have 3 parts for a special for it. So gonna make sure that this is going to get everything. Will might be able to have a one ultimate Halloween special by the first and second part. So this is going to be able to keep on racing with some good Halloween libraries to probably able to race around the track. So this is going to be able to have the second time for the Halloween Tales. It's going to be able to race on the daily race. By having a group 4, we'll also to be able to race on Interlagos. Is going to get everything. We'll be able to celebrate the time to be able to be well enjoyed for it. So gonna have to be able to drive faster. We'll might keep it going whenever we get. It will always do perfectly to be able to have an entertainment. We're always gonna have some good Halloween libraries. Other libraries can also do as well, so this is definitely might be able to enjoy the time of racing. We might be able to enjoy it. Okay, so looks like GTS Junkie just passed me, so this is definitely might be pretty good to see a black Alfa Romeo 4C Group 4 might be coming in for it. So almost looks like a Halloween library, but it was definitely might be doing well for it. So that might give a good thumbs up to be able to have this library to be almost to be able to have something that needs to be able to have a Halloween title on it. Now gonna have to keep up, so looks like the Dodge Viper Group 4 is definitely might be able to have a moderation handling turns. Is gonna get everything go right in. Now this is gonna get everything has to be able to keep up the pace. Now it will have to be able to do to be ready for this one. So gonna have to take 11 laps without a pit stop will be needed as possible. So this is going to get everything will go right in to be able to take that turns. Has to be able to go quickly on this one. Now that was definitely might be keeping up on the throttle. So well, hope this is definitely might be able to stay on track, and then gonna have to do some more braking points to be able to avoid the penalty. But gonna need that sportsmanship rating. Is gonna get everything has to get back on track. Will might be able to stay onto the blue. Hope it does. Will might be able to stay in the white as neutral. So it might need to be able to take a lot of good clean turns. Has to be able to go right in. Gonna have to take that double hairpin. So this is gonna be able to take 5 more laps to go. This is going to get everything. Will might be able to check the total miles. Is definitely might be able to go in. So looks like currently on to 31.4 miles of the total distance to be able to be shown for. So this is definitely might be doing good to be able to have a new gift card. Will also to be able to have a new set of mileage. Will also to be able to have a good library. Will also to be able to do perfectly well for. So it always to be able to have any car categories by receiving a gift after the daily workout complete. So this group might be able to have a new set of the variant. Who might be quite doing well to be able to enjoy it. So hope every GT players could probably able to have a high expensive Group X car, like any historic race cars are definitely might be able to have 1% chance. Will be able to receive as a 1 chance of a gift. So gonna make sure to be able to keep trying every day for having a daily workout. We're always gonna be able to do for taking a time for a single day. We're always gonna be able to have a good treat with a single vehicle will be able to receive to earn for. Now, this is going to get everything will drive faster, might take the precision, so going to go faster than the bat. Has to be able to go quickly in for this one. But it is definitely might be quite getting a few advantage. Has to be able to go for less. Gonna keep it up, so this is gonna be able to check the front tires. It definitely might be going in for a little depleted soon, so it will always to be able to race to celebrate, but it will always to be able to have this for one part of a special segment. Has to be able to do perfectly. Will also to do plenty of work to get everything started out for. Now, every lap will might be able to check and see for every minute and 42 seconds. This is definitely might be able to see it happens. That just gonna make sure to take a less speed to be able to catch up before the opponents will might come in. So this is definitely might be able to try to make sure that choosing a different Group 4 car in the next race has to be able to do everything it could. So this is definitely might be able to have a lot of differences of each power capabilities, of each handling skills of the weight, and also the horsepower that this will might be able to come differently, that this will might be able to take the turns will also to go right in. Now, looks like this is going to get everything catching up, so don't want to get pulled behind. Now, this is going to get everything has to be very well focused by the next time of this race, but it is definitely might be able to see a few other opponents will might be able to come in for this one. Now, let's just going to have to stay right in, and then the Dodge Viper Group 4 is going to get everything to be well struggled up on it. Gonna make sure to keep it well careful. Just don't want to get loosened up on it. Don't want to end up on 13th place, but this is going to get everything past to do it. The Dodge Viper Group 4 is definitely might be able to go in for this one. Now, looks like things about to get very tough enough for the players, or definitely might be able to challenging the Dodge Viper Group 4 is definitely might be able to drive faster. It to be able to race before night falls to come in for it. So daytime is going to be challenging for the Dodge Viper Group 4 Halloween livery. It's going to get everything will be riskful to make. Gonna have to take that turn. Is going to go in onto the apex. Will might push through. But a few sportsmanship rating has to come decreased by the effect. Is going to get everything well possible to be made. That should do it. So gonna have to stay on it and then decrease SR. Gonna have to keep it well monitored check, folks. Looks like this is gonna get everything. We might be able to have a spooky curse for this Dodge Viper. Is going to be a one library spell effect. Is going to be able to see how it goes, but better make sure if this is going to be able to have a different Halloween library by next year for it. So it might be able to do well for the Dodge Viper Group 4 to be able to drive faster on any track that might be able to have a good advantage. We might be able to go in. It is definitely might be very challenging that this is going to be able to race at daytime. We'll also to be able to enjoy it. Good thing spectators could probably see it. They really love this library to be able to celebrate Halloween. Now, this is going to get everything will go on. So this one might be able to press forward onto the 10th lap. So this is going to get everything will might be nearly there, because this race is about to get over soon. So gonna make sure to keep up the work. We might be able to have a lot of more distance to go to. So it will have to be able to stay handling, will also to be able to go faster by the good precision. Going back on that blind corner on that turn, so gonna keep it going and then doing the best skill. Now, let's see. This is going to be able to take the TCS and then brake balance, no need to change. Just going to have to keep a well check to be able to switch it in onto the radar as well. Well, it is definitely might be needed to be able to go right in for it. So, hope this will might be able to be ready for the next daily race by this time. So, colonially, that this is going to get everything has to be able to do perfectly well for. Now, looks like it's at 50% remaining left on the fuel, so this is going to get everything. Will might be getting closer, folks. So, looks like final lap is on its way. So, this is going to get everything. Will also to be able to drive faster. Will might be able to get there. Well, good thing that last year to be able to enjoy it by using the Ferrari 458 Italia Halloween themed livery Group 4 from last year. So, it was a fun livery to be able to enjoy, be able to race at Tokyo Expressway at night. It is pretty much enjoyable to be able to have a good race, to be able to have a good different set of challenges. So gonna make sure that this is gonna get everything to be spectacular. We'll also to be able to have the time of the night. We'll also to be able to come in for. Well, good thing that this will might be able to have the Dodge Viper Group 4 Halloween livery for the custom race. Will might be able to get ready. This will also to be able to have a good part. Will also to be able to enjoy this time during Halloween, folks. But this is going to be able to keep on racing. Will always to be able to stay on the top position. It's always challenging, but it will have to be able to try to keep faster. Will might be able to deal with some opponents to be able to find a good clean turn on the overtake. So gonna make sure to be able to say trick or overtake whenever you're passing the opponents. Here it comes. So close. If I could probably able to overtake an opponent, so that Will might be able to say it, folks, because passing the opponent would like to be able to save the moment. Almost there. Gonna have that moment, but this is definitely might be pretty hard to get, so looks like it's halfway amount on the tires. So this is gonna get everything Will might get there. Gonna take that final stretch, and then looks like this is gonna be able to have a trick or finish line. Will might be able to have a race finish. Well, that was very challenging, folks. So it is very challenging to be able to try to keep up for one good clean race. So looks like we did pretty good. So this one might be able to have a 13th place by the finish. So pretty cool on the bats on the hood of the Dodge Viper. It is very cool with a Halloween style for it. So it is spectacular to see it. So this is much enjoyable to be able to have a good race for the Halloween livery. So this one might be able to have some earnings, and then the daily workout is already finished. So this is definitely might be able to see the results. So good thing I'm staying on the blue. On the sportsmanship rating on the S is going to be super as well. So this is definitely might be doing good to be able to see how the results of the total time and penalties to be well occurred to be happens all the time. So gonna make sure, folks, do the best clean race if you have. So this is going to be able to find a good rhythm. We'll be able to enjoy it. We'll also to find a good inside turns. We'll always to stay stronger, stay faster, and stay precision. We're also going to be able to take a good challenging moment we can get. But good thing that this is going to be a good Halloween lottery to be able to race on Interlagos for a Group 4 race. This will might be quite pretty much enjoyable. So this is definitely might be doing good for the Dodge Viper Group 4 Halloween library. So it is very challenging. So just finally end up on 13th place. We'll always to be able to keep going faster. So it's always going to be able to have a challenging moment. We'll be able to stay strong to be able to make a way to get into the top position. So hope you guys really enjoyed the second part. So this might be able to go for the next Halloween Racing Tales. Might be able to do differently like the daily race. So this might be able to have a custom race as well to begin to get started. So this will be able to have one night race is going to be able to use the KTM Expo R 2012 to race with the Group 4 race car. So this is going to be able to have a good showcase to be able to see it. So, well, there it is, folks. This is going to be a one Halloween Expo R on the KTM. So this is definitely might be pretty cool for a sports car. So this is definitely might be pretty good to be able to have black style on the body and the orange as a trim. So this is definitely might be pretty cool for a Halloween library to be able to take a good look on this one. So this will be able to get started for the third part of the Halloween Racing Tales. We'll be able to have a custom race. So let's just gonna go and find out until this might be able to begin to get started. So everything is going to be ready to go for having a one round of the custom race. So good thing that the KTM Expo R is going to be able to race with a Halloween library. Could probably able to take on the Group 4 race car. So this is going to be able to have a good black style and orange trim and even the rims as well. So this is definitely might be able to have some good decorations. We'll be able to celebrate Halloween. We'll be able to have a good showcase to be able to enjoy it. Now, this is going to get everything we might get set up. We'll be able to be prepared. So maybe this is going to be able to have for 2 laps. We might be able to take the challenge. We might be able to get ready. So going to make sure that this is going to be able to have a grid start to be able to go in. Now, this is going to be able to be ready. So going to make sure that the penalty settings we might be able to turn on. So this is going to be a very tough challenge. We might be able to stay faster it gets to do it. So right now, this is going to be able to have the most toughest race to be able to race on. It's a rainy day condition. It's going to be at Tokyo Expressway East outer loop. So, well, hope this is going to be able to take a one ride. We might be able to survive this, but this is going to be a very tough one to be able to race against the Group 4 race cars at night with a rainy day condition. So this is going to be able to be prepared for. Now, going to have to get started to be able to drive faster as much as possible. Now, settings will be able to get ready. So everything needs to be getting well approved. So going to make sure that the TCS is going to be able to set to 1 and brake balance to be on the rear. So this is going to get everything to be good to go to be able to drive faster to get ready. This will be able to have a safety race for this N300 sports car to take on the Group 4 race car. So this is going to get everything to be well wet made to do it. So we're just going to go for it. And then this might be able to have a challenge. We might be able to get ready. So, good thing that this is going to be having a most wonderful time of the night. So, this is going to be able to do perfectly well for a Group 4 race car to probably able to race for the KTM Expo R. So, going to make sure that this is going to get very tougher out there to be able to drive fast as it gets. But it is going to be able to have to be on the opening for the Expo R. So, well, no windshield wipers as well. So, this is going to get everything real old to do it as well. Okay, unfortunately that this is going to get everything to be well tougher it gets to do it, so gonna have to be very careful because driving a sports car on the rainy day track is going to be very wet out there to be able to see it. So good thing that the racing wet tires is going to be putting on, so gonna keep it well steady and then don't want to get in onto the wall impact by a penalty. So that definitely might be having a little bad news, and then this is going to be having a little struggling, so it might be able to have effect on it. So gonna keep it well steady, but this is going to get everything to be well careful to do it. Alright, that should probably be able to keep it much better, and then this is going to get everything. Will might be able to make it nice and steady. But it is going to be keeping up with a good stability effect. Will might be able to stay in a good turn condition. Is going to get everything to be make it nice and slow. But it is definitely might be able to take skills. Will might be able to do it, but make sure, try to be careful whenever you're race at the rainy day track. It's going to be quite very slippery. Now it's going to get everything. Will go in, so it's going to make that braking point. Will go on the approach. That should do it. So they should probably be able to take it nice and slow for one good steady moment. Will might be able to drive faster. Will might keep it up. Going to push that throttle to be able to accelerate. So this is going to get everything. Will might push in onto the second and final lap. But it is going to get very good to be able to enjoy it. So taking a lot of overtakes, Will might be able to get there. But it is going to be able to take a lot of practice to be able to see how any N300 race cars can probably be able to take the challenge on the Group 4 race cars. So maybe like the example that the KTM Expo R that I'm using for the race. So this is going to be in custom race. Will be able to enjoy it. So going to make sure to drive fast, but it will always going to be able to keep it nice and steady to be able to keep it well pressured up to maintain. Now this is going to get everything. Will might keep it careful to be able to overtake the Bugatti Veyron Group 4. So only 3 more left, so this is going to get everything to be doing well. Got to make sure to keep it well stability to be able to maintain the pace. It's going to get there. But it will might be able to do perfectly. Will might hang in there. Alright, now looks like gonna get onto the speed curve, so gonna make sure to keep it nice and steady, but gotta be very careful out there, folks. This is gonna get everything to be able to take a lot of pace. Will might be able to stay on it. Gonna keep up on first place if I can try. Well, gonna make sure. This has to be able to do it well cautiously, that this is going to get everything. Will stay on it. But this is going to be a test to be able to see how fast can the KTM Expo R can survive on the rainy day track. This is going to get very risky to be able to take a well handling. Will might be able to go on. Now this is going to get everything. Will might push the throttle. Will might be able to take its last chance. So going to make sure 1.8 second on the gap is going to be able to get there. Now, this is going to be able to take a good smooth turn for it. So, looks like Hyperion RTC takes the understeer turns. Will might be able to do perfectly well for it. So, going to make the chance. Will might be able to drive faster. Will might go in. Going to take that higher limit. Will might be able to take the full final stretch. This has to do it. This is going to be able to keep going, but this is going to be able to have a tiebreaker for the moment. So, good thing that this is going to be able to take the spare miles by the speed. Will might go on, and there you go. Finally made it on the checker flag, folks. So, this is going to be a one good spectacular challenge for the KTM Expo R Halloween livery. Can take on 19 Group 4 race car, as definitely might be able to race on Tokyo Expressway at night with a rainy day condition. But this is going to be quite pretty good to be able to test the limits. Will might be able to stay steady during this time of the race, but it will be able to do many chances. Will take the practice. Will might be able to keep it nice and steady. So, looks like this is going to be good to be able to have a daily workout to be well extended to be completed for. So it's already did. So good thing that this is going to be able to do a lot of enjoyable time of this race. Will be able to do perfectly for it. So it is definitely might be pretty challenging to be able to race at night on a rainy day condition. Is going to be quite very slippery for any sports cars could probably able to race with a Group 4 race car. It also takes balance. Will might be able to keep it nice and steady to be able to hold on for. It will always do perfectly, but it will always do the best. And that's the third part of the Halloween Racing Tales for the KTM Expo R racing on Tokyo Expressway East Outer Loop, or night racing with a rainy condition on it. So it is going to be very slippery to be able to have a strong grip to be able to keep it well maintained focus. So which Halloween Racing Tales do you like the most in this video? So hope this is definitely might be giving a good choice to which vehicle and library do you like the most for this Halloween libraries. Well, this is definitely might be quite much enjoyable if you really want to see more. So this will be able to have the first part of the special episode. So this will might be able to have more by next year. So this will might be able to have 3 parts. Will also to make it in by the duration by almost an hour. So this will might be able to have a most spectacular time in Halloween. So this is going to be able to enjoy for having a good race. We'll always do spectacular. We'll always have one perfect Halloween library to be able to have a good showcase to see it. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be see you guys next time on Halloween Racing Tales on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool, and happy Halloween.